to do this and do that and do that. Really? I don't know. Not after he was so hard on me in life and tried to give me hell on the scale. I don't think so. Yes, I'm gonna start that YouTube channel. I have to, because I ain't got time for nobody to be cutting me up, editing me, and doing none of that. This is raw and uncut, the way it happened. The way the fuck it happened, raw and uncut. I ain't leaving nothing out. Really and truly, when I first met Stone, I didn't even really know what the fuck I had, but I knew what I had because I knew he was the big one. I learned shortly, like I catch on fast, and I have an eye, and I just pay attention, and I don't miss a beat. So when he first got with me and stuff, he told me, he was like, I could buy you some of, I could get you anything you want. He was like, well, I ain't gonna say anything, but I could get you a lot of what you want. You know what I'm saying? But see, by me already being molested as a child, I ain't know how to depend on no nigga and all that. All I know is how to get it myself, because guess what? You depend on somebody, they gonna want something from your ass. So then that's when I would talk to him about all the stories that happened to me and this, that, and the other, and how I was molested and all this and all that, and that's all I know. He gave a fuck about me. He gave a fuck about me. Wacko and Skip was around. Skip was more in the 17th then. They wasn't even rapping back then when I first started messing with Stone. None of them was rapping. None of them. They was all hanging in the... Skip was in the 17th. Used to all come to the Magnolia. People from Kennedy used to come to the Magnolia, because all of them used to be, half of them ones from Kennedy used to be scoring heroin. That's how I learned who all was on heroin and all this and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, I knew all of them, from Town, Pigeon Town, Hollywood, the Third Ward, Sixth Ward, all in that little area. It was a very hot time back then. It was a very hot time. Yes, I'm going on Gangsta Podcast. Yep, I'm going to go on there. Such a disappointment, because it's just sad. Like, me and him really had a run-in earlier in Atlanta, and we really had butt heads bad on some shit, and I had to get down bad with him. But I know he a grudge holder, and I know a lot of shit that happened with him too that he hadn't told me, that he probably wish he never fucking told me. You understand what I'm saying? But he been in a bad spot, and then I saw where he'll fucking try to use my son for a sacrifice to get back in the fucking game too. Probably just used his own son. Probably just he just sacrificed his own son trying to get back in the game. That's what they want. They want what you love. The devil don't want nothing guess what? The devil ain't gonna come through nothing that you don't love, baby. Nobody that you don't like. You heard me? If you don't like nobody, that ain't the devil. Because you don't like them, you already don't like them. The devil gonna come through who you love. They want who you love, okay? They want who you love. We have very good stories. I'm telling you, in the beginning, it started, it was bad because I just wasn't about no games or whatever. And I hadn't already been fucked over before I even met him. So in life, nobody ain't going to just keep fucking over me. So I had to stand somewhere. I could have been a victim to him. You understand what I'm saying? But I refused to be. And I thank him. He the one built me the way that I'm built right now today. He raised me. And it's the hard way. But I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for him. I'm grateful for the experience, because it really taught me. And it got me equipped and TTG. And I stay prayed up. I know not to trust. You understand what I'm saying? It taught